It's the calm after the storm, a busy morning of the tri-state with tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings all over the area. We even heard the weather sirens going off in Hamilton County. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ryan Houston. Well, things are looking better outside now, but it wasn't the way it looks now at the height of the storms earlier today. Take a look at this. This is on Erkenbrecker where the storm brought down power lines. You can see one of the lines on top of that truck right there. Police closed the roads while power crews cleaned up everything and made repairs. Well, Chopper 9, the only local helicopter getting your breaking news first, is above some storm damage in Erlanger as well. And Dan, what are you seeing?
Well, you know what, Ryan, we've been out for a little while now surveying some of the storm damage. We saw some damage in Patriot, Indiana, and Warsaw, Kentucky, and now we're in Edgewood, Kentucky. And, you know, these winds can really do some unusual things. Right on the other side of these two trees, this is a home that has an addition to it. It's like a sunroom or a back porch. And you're going to see just how that wind came through and really destroyed that addition to this home. Took off part of the roof there, and then the roof that was on top of this addition to this home, well, where did it go? It went right across the street, landed in the neighbor's driveway, and also took a little chunk out of the neighbor's roof there as well. So the people who live here have been walking back and forth looking at this, probably talking to their insurance people, and that'll be some interesting stories to tell when the insurance guy gets here. But in any case, all over this neighborhood, there are utility trucks, there are trees down, there are backyards that are just completely totally upset by the high winds that came through here earlier today. Far too many to try and show you right now, but a lot of cleanup needs to be done in this neighborhood here in Edgewood, Kentucky. I'm Dan Carroll in Chopper 9.
Thankfully, no one was hurt in that, Dan. Thank you. An elementary school in Gallatin County and the entire district was left without phone service, so students were sent home early. All kids are expected to be home within the next hour or so. And now to your side, Ali Kramer reports on the cleanup process so far.
The rain came fast and furious, powerful storms pounding the tri-state while most people were headed to work and school. If the sirens didn't warn you, the ominous clouds probably did. John Huffman capturing the front edge of the storm as it approached Lebanon, and Carol Ducheney watched the clouds swirl over the mire in Florence. Some of you made it to work downtown just as the rain moved in. Wind estimates measured at up to 70 miles per hour, enough to tear down power lines and leave about 4,000 Duke Energy customers without power. Strong winds and rain added to the difficulty of this roof fire on Colerain Avenue. But just as quickly as it came in, clouds cleared and sun beamed down at the damage left behind. Snapped trees outside MedPace in Madisonville landed on cars. No one was injured, just a mess to clean up. A warning today, a reminder to be prepared for possible strong storms on Sunday. Ali Kramer, 9 on your side.
Now, we just heard from Dan, but Chopper 9 is still surveying the damage elsewhere as well. Patriot, Indiana hit hard. Roofs ripped off, barns and homes scattered with debris across the flat land.
Look at that, just flattened.
Wow. One building was flattened when those winds whipped through and several trees uprooted. This is just one location the National Weather Service will be surveying today to determine if, in fact, a tornado touched down or if this was straight line winds, Jennifer. And you came out and talked about that with Stephanie, the producer, talking about what they plan to do today.
So, and they've got about 2 to 3 different spots that they're going to check locally, but I was even back in the feed room when Dan sent in that video, and he took me through the track. He's like, you see this, you follow it northeast, then you see the next one. So it's definitely connected with the same cell. The question is was it spin or was it straight line wind?
Wow.
So we'll see here in the next couple of hours. We'll know by this evening.